Hello everybody, and I want to welcome everyone to this spirit episode of the Booze Geek. My name is Charles, I am your host, and before I get started, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, and if you like the episode, well, hit that like button as well, give us a big thumbs up, and I'm going to thank you all in advance. But on this spirit episode, we are going to be tasting and reviewing a limited release bourbon from Kentucky Owl Distilling, and they are located in Bardstown, Kentucky. So, the bourbon we're tasting, well, this is their St. Patrick's limited release bourbon. Now, this is release number 1 of this edition, and this bourbon is a collaboration between America and Ireland. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, limited release number 1. This bourbon clocks in at 50% ABV, which gives it pretty much a straight up 100 proof. So we might be getting a little bit of heat out of this bottle. We're going to find out. So why wait? Let's jump in. We'll jump into the green label and let's give this bad boy a pour. Here we go. Boom. There's the bottle, boom. And as I always say with spirits, just a little dab will do ya. Don't need much more than that. Let me cork it. And look at that color. That is a rustic ruby? Nah, I wouldn't go so far as saying a light ruby. I would say just a rustic copper, maybe. Yeah, not a ruby. Take that back. It's a rustic copper, a dark copper. But it's a little oily though. I got some legs coming down the glass. But let's give this one more swirl and let's give this a nose. Let's get this to open up. Here we go. Holy booze. Yep, we got a boozy aroma there, Batman. Wow. Yep, that's taking the cake right off the bat. Can't miss that one. We also have some slight toffee, slight vanilla, some slight oak, and a little hint of dried fruit. Particularly the apricot is coming through. But yeah, let me give this one more swirl. Wow, I can't get over how boozy it is on the nose. Now let's see if that transfers over to the palate. Here we go. Let's give it a sippy sip. Prost. Yes, it does. It transfers over to the palate. Yes, it does. I even felt that one right in my chest here. Whoa. Yes, it does. That's a boozy one. That has some heat on it. Wow. I knew there'd be a little bit, but this is coming through pretty good. Flavor-wise, though, well, what are we getting? Well, first and foremost, it's a full-bodied bourbon. I mean, it's oily, it's thick, it's definitely a full-bodied bourbon. But we are getting, I mean, number 1, the alcohol booze, that's on top. Number 2, we are getting some slight cinnamon. We are getting a little bit of baking spice. There is some slight oak coming through. It's not overall too woody, but we're just getting a hint of that oak. And then a ever so slight hint of vanilla. Once again, not that much vanilla. But I will say, I mean, the balance, the booziness is just, it's up here. Everything else is down here. Let me give this one more swig. Yeah, I might be getting a little bit of black pepper on that as well. I mean, this one would be dynamite in a cocktail. I mean, this really would, because whatever the mixer would, you know, it would, at the first and foremost, the mixer would mellow out the booze aroma and the booze flavor. However, even putting a couple drops of water in this, or maybe one ice cube just to mellow it out a little bit, would probably do it wonders. Now, I'm not saying that this is bad neat. It's not. It's just, it's got a boozy alcoholic concentration that's really just, unfortunately, it's pushing all these other flavors and aromas out of the way. So I'm not too keen on the balance on this. I wish the other flavors were brought up or the booze brought down, one or the other. But I'm going to give it one more sip, and then I'm going to give it my rating. I'm going to give this one a solid 7. I don't think this is an everyday bourbon, not at all. I think it's more of a cocktail bourbon, or, you know, an ice cube or a couple drops of water to mellow it out. This one would be hard to drink all the time neat. It really would be. However, I do recommend that everyone go out and pick a bottle up and give it their own opinion, if you feel so inclined. But if not, well, that's okay too. Then just, hey, watch the review again. But on any event, I want to thank everyone for tuning into this Spirit episode on the Kentucky Owl Bourbon. And as always, you can follow me at the websites, which are www.pubshaveapintin.com, or at the blog, which are www.pubshaveapintin.blogspot.com. And on that note, we will see you all in the next episode. So as always, raise a glass, cheers, prost, and enjoy.